All right, everybody, welcome back to the #1 television program in the history of the universe. I am Brian Lee Durfee, author of The Forgetting Moon, The Blackest Heart, and The Lonesome Crown, all three books published by Simon & Schuster's Saga Press. Today I am going to be reviewing a great thriller novel, The Charlemagne Pursuit by Steve Berry. This is book number 4 in his Cotton Malone thriller series, all of which I've got all of the books up here in my library. We'll pan through the big library, and we've got my Steve Berry Cotton Malone thriller series right there. And this is book 4, folks. So let's get to it. I really enjoyed this novel. In fact, I had just finished reading The Confessor by Daniel Silva. And I reviewed that yesterday, and I was in the mood for another thriller, international spy thriller kind of a thing, sort of Da Vinci Code-esque type thriller. And Daniel Silva does great ones, and so does Steve Berry. So this, let's see, this prologue starts in 1971. Forrest Malone, he is the father of Cotton Malone. Now, Cotton Malone is our main character in this series. But Forrest Malone is his father, and his father is in a submarine, and he's down under the ice sheet in Antarctica, and they discover he sees something that's remarkable, unexpected, and impossible underneath the ocean floor. Not underneath the ocean floor, on the floor of the ocean. I won't tell you what it is, and actually we don't really find out what it is, but it's something that blows his mind. And then his submarine is sabotaged and everybody dies. So nobody really knows what the secret is that he saw under there, but that he's dead. Now, the official report is that Forrest Malone's submarine sunk in the North Atlantic. So somebody's trying to throw off the scent of what happened because, hey, if we tell everybody that the submarine sunk in the North Atlantic, people will search for it there. They will never think to search in Antarctica, which happens. So for many years, decades, nobody searches for this submarine in the right place because they lied about where it sunk. Because the people, the powers that be, know what Forrest Malone might have seen under those waters. So then we jump to Garmisch, Germany. The highest peak in Germany. There's a ski resort there. I've been to a lot of places in Germany. I've not been to Garmisch. But there's a Christmas festival there. And our main character, Cotton Malone, this is where we meet him. Christmas festival in Garmisch, Germany. Now, I've been to some Christmas festivals in Germany, notably the ones in Cologne. And now the way they're described in this book, and even the way that Rick Steves describes them and shows them and films them in his Travels in Europe show, they make them look like really cool. But the one I went to in Cologne is supposed to be the coolest. Actually, I went to two Christmas festivals in Cologne, and I was just kind of like underwhelmed by the whole thing. That's just my opinion. Your opinion may vary if you go. But apparently the one in Garmisch that Cotton Malone is at is dope. And maybe it is. I mean, I shouldn't crap all over German Christmas festivals just because I went to 2 and I didn't care for them. But anyway, that has nothing to do with anything. I'm just saying. So, this adventure starts out in Bavaria. We travel to Antarctica. Cotton Malone is now starting to investigate his father's death. First thing he finds out is he's believed his whole life that his father died in a submarine accident in the North Atlantic, but nothing was ever found. Now he finds secret documents that say that was a lie, that he was down in Antarctica, and he was on a very specific mission, which involves a lot of stuff. So, in this book, you will learn more about NR1 submarines than you ever thought you would. I mean, Steve Berry goes into some detail. Tom Clancy level detail on submarines. and all types of submarines, but specifically the NR-1 submarines. And we also get, above and beyond that, more information on the father of Europe, Charlemagne, than you ever thought you would want to know. And it's cool. It's like, how can we tie submarines and Charlemagne in together into some international spy thriller, Da Vinci Code-esque, Illuminati, secret document, secret society type of thing? And Steve Barry does just a great job of it. And Cotton Malone has to sift through all of this stuff, along with two sisters. Now, there's these twin sisters that are in this book, Dorothy and Crystal, and they also had, their father died on the same submarine that Cotton Malone's father died on. But they join in this search with Cotton Malone, but they know something that Cotton Malone doesn't, and so there's a secret there. And then there's this search leads them to some clues that are found in Charlemagne's tomb that talk about Nazi explorers and why they were down in Antarctica. Why was Forrest Malone's submarine down in Antarctica? Well, because he was there because the Nazis were there during World War II exploring stuff. In fact, this all involves, and this is not spoilery, it's kind of like were the Nazis seeking the origins of the human species, using the cryptic language of heaven. And that's nothing spoilery, because it's in the description here on the back. But will Cotton Malone discover the shocking truth, the real truth? All of that is just set up to even more crazy mysteries. The shocking, crazy mysteries that Cotton Malone maybe will or will not find out at the end. So that's the whole thing. That's basically the story. I actually loved every minute of it. It was just great. I absolutely adored this book, as I do most of the thrillers I read. In fact, I don't review books that I don't think are dope. I give this a 9.5 out of 10, which is kind of what I gave Daniel Silva's The Confessor. Then I'm like, maybe we should just give it a 10 out of 10. So anyway, there you go.